Yeah, the best sunrise I have ever seen was while scuba diving
Hmm.
with some friends of mine on an early morning run, and we went diving before the sun came up. And while we were diving, you could see the sun. Because I mean, as you know, the sun doesn't rise.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a, optical
Planet
illusion.
just spins.
But you see, because again, that's right, and we don't rotate east to west. We rotate west to east. We throw ourselves into the sun because we're attracted to it. And so you're diving, and all of a sudden, this pitch black water just, poof, the bioluminescence is kicked off, the sun, the water. It's just this beautiful. And again, I was in the Navy. I mean, I've seen the water in very different colors around the planet. And like you hit this point, I was like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. Let's go up and watch the sunrise on the water because it, didn't think about it. So
Yeah.
you come up, there is not a single speck of the sun anywhere on the horizon.
It's traveling through the water.
Yeah. And you go back under the water, and it's like this, it's like walking out of here on Triton where you're inside the cave and you step
Yeah.
outside and it's this huge contrast of the light effects. And it
Yeah.
was just like that transition. And you're sitting there, I was like, I'm just going to spend this whole scuba dive just popping up and down below the water because it's just,
Oh yeah.
you're just standing there, floating in the water with your arms and legs stretched out, just like, come hit me, son. Because you're just sitting there like, this is amazing. To just think that these particles of energy, what is it, 200 million kilometers away,
Yeah.
are just traveling this vast distance. Taking them it's like 8.5, almost 9 minutes to get to us, and just lighting up the ocean, let alone the whole planet. That to me was my best sunrise ever. My second best was sitting out in the Grand Canyon with my wife
Oh
on a
yeah.
cross country trip because we were there in July. So, of course, Grand Canyon, July, breakfast, waking up in the morning, freezing to death.
Yeah, but then fuck the heat in the middle of the day.
Yeah, but that's just, again, another beautiful part of, like on another trip to the Grand Canyons, the one I talked about where we were going to do actual glamping outside, the tent that's actually pre-made for you and shit. And, when we got up in the morning, the car tires were frozen to the ground. But it was
Yeah.
July. Not only was it July, but there was a forest fire warning. You couldn't run the fires all over the place. So, like, you couldn't roast marshmallows at night, but you woke up in the morning and it was freezing cold. And you're like, how is this a forest fire? Like, where's the forest fire threat here? Everything was frozen all night.
Yeah.
And then you just remember, it's like there's a whole different climate. Just raise your elevation a little bit and the whole world changes.
Were you guys camping the south or the north rim?
South. But this is so there's a couple people we know who I because you try and hook people up with because I mean you meet people. And one of them, this girl had like never left, like, not only the state but the county where she lives. And one of the people that I tried to hook her up with complained to me that why would they want to date this girl? She's never gone anywhere. And I was like, you can take that woman anywhere, and you have taken her on a new adventure in her life. That's a
So easy to
freaking
please
plus,
her.
dude. Well, I mean, it's not that it's so easy. It's just if you're the kind of person that wants to travel and see stuff, you've got someone who literally is never going to sit there going, "Yeah, I went there with my parents at high school. It wasn't that,
Yeah.
you know, it's not." But it was just funny to me that was like they saw that as a negative. Yeah, I was saying that there's a conveyor over here that I don't think does anything. It's the one on the ground floor here, below where that box is up top. Do you know if this thing has a connection to it anywhere on the back or anything?
Conveyor.
It's a conveyor junction over here. I don't think there's anything connected to this.
No idea what you're talking about.
I'm over here underneath the dining area.
It actually might be useful. Hold on. No, don't take that one out.
Why? What's it doing?
It actually connects the floor to the roof. It's
Okay.
actually necessary. That's actually one of the main necessary connections.
But why is it up here? We could put it one down and then it's not.
We used to have a cargo container right here for quick access.
Yeah.
Like when we were building ships at first, like kind of like this cargo container. It's over here under the stairs. It used to look like that, but it was just out. But yeah, it actually does push some stuff back and forth in that one.
Not to toot my own horn, but I'm very smitten with the underground connector the bottom connector I set up for cool runnings with the floor mounted door.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
So I guess we need to finish this end of the sally port first so we can let you paint your ground markings.
Fuel low.
Well, the problem is I need Kalem's ship moved.
Fuel.
To move Kalem's ship, I need a spot to put it.
Well, he had it parked outside.
I don't like that pretty ship sitting outside.
Well, he parked it.
All the time when something happens.
Well, he's complaining in both directions because a ship flew overhead, and I said, hey, let's go. Are you on the ready line? And he was like, it's going to take me 5 minutes to get airborne. Or rather, after we got airborne, he complained that it did take him 5 minutes. Yeah, see, this works out better because now you can get a ship hit on two different sides and rotate around the welder area.
Oh yeah. You could actually put his big ship a little bit into that area and let it weld.
Interesting point. So I'm not sure what our decision was with the storage cans. Do we want them
Just let me
6, 7, 8? Do we want them spaced or directly attached?
I think spaced. I don't think directly attached looks very nice. It's cool when you can walk in between them. I don't know, that's what I've always thought.
I do too, but I like making them, but you know, as much as I would want to space them, there's not room down here for them.
Yeah, there is.
I'd put like 3 connectors in between them.
Well, let me get this room redesigned and then I can. Cause yeah, this room is not pretty. Look at. I don't know. After how pretty the landing decks are now with the red and the white and the different designs, like it makes me want to do other things. I'm like, oh.
Okay, I can fit. Is this 4? 1, 2. I can fit 4 across, and then I could double them up, and it makes 8. But the ones up 8 are stacked on top of each other. And then I could do the suspended walkway with the catwalk pieces from above. So one of my favorite things to do with Build Planner is to grab the components, walk over, and then just do that light tap,
Yeah.
so that it's, like you grab them and then you hit the weld button once
Oh yeah.
and it throws them into the can or into the thing you're building, into its queue.
Yeah. So then you can just walk around later with a welder and just go to town.
Yep.
Energy low.
I think I will like that.
Come on, grab it. What the hell? There we go. Yeah, just do it over
Energy critical.
Medical's right above me, so I'm running low on energy, but I can get there quickly. I may have a chair here, but by the time I get upstairs to medical anyway, I'm fully recharged. It's amazing how much faster the medical room is.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it almost like wants you to put it everywhere. Sadly, there's no
Yeah.
way to turn off spawning on them. I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
would,
kind of thought about putting more medical bays in because of the rapid speeding, but then the issue is the spawning everywhere.
but that's why I love the refrigerator.
Yeah. Can we actually make fridges?
No, because that's a guy who abandoned his mod for a Modio.
Maybe. That
Well, he hasn't
peach.
played in a while, so it's not a matter of him abandoning him. It's he hadn't come back and made any of the.
So when the Xbox thing hit, basically it hasn't come back.
Yeah, but again, I mean, you know, it's
Did it
literally.
really clean up the? It really cleaned up the mod page, didn't it? Then.
I don't know. I don't think it actually did. I had I had complained, and some people were whining, bitching on Empyrion that they had, like, their workshop has some really awesome creative shit, none of which is usable in game at all, and they never put anything on the workshop to let people tag it as creative. And of course, no one ever polices the workshop, you know.
Hmm.
And then you talk about it, and it's like, hey, freaking, game owners, why don't you fix this up in some way? All right, so I need a name for these new containers so I can move the old ones out of here.
Something quick. ASD or something.
The hell's ASD?
Just on the keyboard, you're holding ASD already.
Well, ASD would be Alpha Shipyards Depot.
Automated storage devices.
Hey, shit, dump it here. You know,
There you go. I don't know. It's just something that I'm already holding on my keyboard, so if I have to go search for them, which I try to do all the time, I don't have to like take my hands off the keyboard. I literally just hit ASD really quick while I'm typing in, so that I
Well,
can get supplies out.
let me start with the last one down here.
Inventory full.
See, it was working here. Drop some components. Where did they bounce to?
And they're off again.
What's that?
The auto miners.
Oh, those Quadzillas?
Why do they all wait for each other and then they all run off? I've noticed they do that actually quite a lot.
Well, they're waiting to be at 100% power. And then they're waiting to be unloaded. So
Yeah, but it always seems like they all wait for each other and then they shoot. Unless they just all kind of match up with their times and then they just kind of roll at the same speed all the time.
Yeah, the sim speed last night was crawling until we got him off of Earth. I don't think he has the computer or the bandwidth to handle that base. And
I get you. So the server's just sitting there, just giving it all to him piece by piece by piece.
yeah, and it was dragging everyone else down.
Come look at this. What do you think?
Where you at?
I'm in the assembler room.
Would you? You should work with him on this before you.
But you see, that's how you can do it. So that's 2 assemblers, and then it has technically an extra speed on it.
And what do you use? The top to bring it in,
Yeah,
and the
so
bottom
you
to
can-
take it out.
No. You can do it all on just the bottom one. Because the assemblers are touching.
No. I meant the port.
Oh no,
So-
no. You just use the bottom ports. Look here. This is
No. Stop.
I was just showing you what.
Stop. Hold on. How are you getting the ingots from here over to here?
So you just put it in the bottom port.
Okay, at ground level.
Yep.
Okay, and then do you want it to leave through the underground port?
Yep.
And then this way it goes into the storage system through the underground port.
Yep.
So there's only one pipe out here on the top.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this lets you walk around it here in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Just be
Wait,
sure you don't mess up.
underground.
Huh?
You're talking about like going underneath?
I'm talking about the exit for finished
yeah.
goods.
Yeah. The exit. I can put it out through the top.
Well, whatever you think looks good.
I don't know. It looks clean because you can actually walk around it and like it's efficient. So with the speed modules, guess how productive this is?
I've never looked into the math on the speed modules because on my solo plays, it's very difficult to get the materials to have the speed modules. And on multiplayer, it's so easy to get the materials that it's like a no-brainer, that you want them. So I've never really paid much attention to them.
So with the with it
With it good?
two, you get
Inventory full.
with like this arrangement, you get instead of 300%, 400% efficiency. It's almost a quarter better on both of them. So
And less
having-
power.
Yeah. Is you're
Inventory
just
full.
sharing speed modules.
Yeah, I had thought at one point that you would take a... See, like, we're on a large base. Every time I see a small cargo container, I think, why is that there?
Yeah. Except when they're nice because you can access them.
Yeah, but that's a different thing. That has, like, a
Energy
purpose.
critical.
It's like the mushroom farm down here. It's dark down here. It's a mushroom farm. It's supposed to be dark.
Yeah. I get you.
Inventory full.
I'm surprised Space Beast didn't work on it more.
Well, like I said, I just think he got overwhelmed. You know?
Has he even been on for a couple days?
Yeah, he's on every day.
Weird. No, he would have usually been on, right? Wow.
Okay, that connects up the gravel pit. Just connected here. Okay, here's the main branch coming in. This is his drill rig. So that piece stays.
Inventory full.
And so the gravel pit doesn't need these two connections.
Energy low.
Even that isn't needed. Yeah, all of that is not needed.
All of what?
Well, I've got this. I've been moving these connections around down here to clean up the stuff underneath here.
Yeah.
And all I'm doing is replacing, getting rid of redundant connectors.
Inventory full.
Like a lot of these connections aren't needed.
How many ore containers do we really need?
Dude, that's his setup, man. Don't.
No, I know. I'm just like moving them around. Just like seeing like. Why is magnesium bouncing in one of them?
Because you have a loop.
Yeah.
See how easy it is to find a loop?
Yep.
Inventory full. Energy critical.
I wonder how easy it would be to program a script that just moves like all the tools into one can, but not a sorter.
All the tools into one can.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering about too, because I'm like, fuck, I'm tired of this annoying shit of not having like stuff.
Because you don't want the sorter, because that forces it. That makes it only accessible in that one can, and that's what you definitely don't want.
Well, no, but the Izzy script.
Yeah, but the Izzy script,
You can pull it from anywhere. That's what the Izzy scripts does, is let you pull it from anywhere.
yeah.
It doesn't just let you pull it from one place.
But then you got to buy into that whole Izzy's religion.
Ah, the buy-in's not that hard.
Yeah. Well,
It's like you have to buy into Microsoft.
Microsoft makes the world better, man.
They do. Except when they make something called Teams.
Weren't you just bitching about that the other day, about them buying, changing their name? And
No, I was happy for them to buy Discord. I just don't want them to make it Teams. I hope they just get rid of Teams and they're like, instead of Teams, we're just gonna use Discord from now on. It's gonna be our I was like hoping that's what they did.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Hydrogen. Did you disconnect some of the things down there?
yeah, I'm moving one side to the other.
Gosh dang it, I can't access anything.
Yeah, well, come down here and help me finish this move then.
I'm out of height.
Ironically, that's exactly what I'm out of right now, too.
Motherfucker. So I'm like, I don't have hydrogen.
You just have to walk across the runway and you can get all the hydrogen you need.
Did. And I have 2 hydrogen bottles now in my stuff.
Okay. Let's see. Alright, this is the piece coming from underneath. And that takes it. This goes down to the welding, the grinder pit. Okay, so that's all connected. And then these can just come straight down here. That baby has not been outside for friggin' 30 seconds.
Oh, the dog?
Yep.
That's already crying.
My mom doesn't leave me out here. She takes me to Starbucks.
You can't see me.
I have a pedigree.
I am important.
I come from royalty. Just the level of spoiled of that dog.
That is what it is.
Yeah. That's why they say leading a dog's life, you know.
I protest this treatment. It is inhumane.
My mom said I'm an inside dog. What I love best is that when you're sitting there with them and like you leave them, you know, they're outside to play and you drive somewhere and you come back home and it's like they are right there at that door just staring, waiting for you. You know, it's like, how the hell did they know? Make sure this one's not connected to anything. You can feel when I'm making the changes. because the game is recalculating.
He left fucking rocks in here.
Don't forget, everything that he had a problem with, his solution was, you know, he ran a bypass or something else. You know, I think half his problem is because he had no space.
Well, without the several cans in there, I mean, without the assemblers in there.
Well, John's the one that started the underground storage.
Yeah, and then John hates Base Piece Refinery.
Does he?
Yeah, he does. You didn't know that?
No.
You don't pay attention.
I assume everybody hates the shit I do. So
Oh.
I focus on my own bullshit enough, you know.
Yeah, no, almost no one liked the current refinery setup because it was very glitchy.
Okay, that leads to his drill. Yeah, I'm just eliminating all circular reference stuff going on anywhere.
Well, it's okay to have two redundant systems.
No, I meant in the tubing and everything, just to
Oh, I get you.
just cleaning things up. But it's funny because, like, when I'm cutting a path, I can physically feel the game's.
Inventory full.
Hemorrhaging.
Well, like you could feel it recalculating routes. All right, are you on the refinery side?
Yep.
All right, can you pull hydrogen now?
Give me 1 second. Hydrogen. Drop 1. Yep. Yes, I can.
Cool.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
I will be back. I'm gonna let my dogs outside. They, unlike your dog, do not have a pedigree, yet they are
Energy critical.
Hey yo to Macabunkin. Macabunkin. Happy Tuesday. Good morning, or good whatever time of day you are on the planet.
Inventory.
Apologies for the delay in noticing your hello. You get so focused on stuff, you have no idea what's going on over there.
Okay. They are now happy.
Hey, you missed the Macabunkin hello.
Inventory.
One of the people that follows us on Twitch just said hello.
Oh.
Or rather a heyo. Which I believe is, isn't there like some comedy show that was like a spoof on Seinfeld or something? Which is used on the Howard Stern show, like heyo or something.
I don't know.
Like the I think it's the Larry Sandler show. Wasn't that like a spoof about a comedy show?
I have no idea.
I probably won't engage you in a game of Insane Clown Posse trivia.
I know quite a decent amount of trivia. I'm just not very good with like pop culture. No, not. I wouldn't say pop culture. I don't know how you would say it. I wish they would just take the fucking daily needs thing and put it in to Keen.
Yeah, why is that? So it's one less mod to load, or?
One less mod, but also so when you auto deposit everything from your inventory, it would just like be like a tank and just keep it.
Inventory full.
Well, here's the interesting thing. When daily needs is isolated, it will pull. It will pull stuff. Like I watched it just when I built the first set of those containers up there in your restaurant area.
Uh-huh.
I watched it auto pull and shuffle components.
Yeah, I was gonna say it. I was watching. I have those couple growers in there,
Hmm.
and it shuffles around stuff
Yeah.
by itself all the time. And I'm always like,
All right, which can is this? This is UG5 and NAME.
which one?
Okay.
Inventory full.
So I can grab that. Nope. Give me that one. Interesting thing. Apparently the game does not advertise enough that you can use the control panel. Yeah, like those ingot storage. Did you rename all them?
Not yet. I have not.
Okay. And the stone refinery is not letting the gravel pass through. So when you put the, it's got,
Yeah, I got you.
yeah, the sorter's not empty in the refineries, and then it's not letting the gravel flow through down here to the gravel storage.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. We'll fix that when I get to it. fucker just left giant rocks everywhere in this shit. Didn't even clean it up.
I wonder if we're at the point we can get rid of tier 2 components, our tools and tier 1 tools.
Inventory
I
full.
think we could.
Because every one of those, not everyone, but a lot of those, drones are coming with tools.
Yeah, I know. I've been collecting quite a lot. I'm like, I left one assembler online. Why? Rig around. Rigmarole.
Okay, all these cans are connected. This system over here is connected. Okay, that's the landing areas. That's the grinder pit. Here's John's drill rig. Here's the gravel pit. Is the gravel pit full? No, not even close.
Don't we need to keep a little bit of gravel in the system to make
The stuff down at the mushroom farm?
chemicals?
I have it set up down here to be able to do that. Paint chemicals are so gravel unintensive. And if you queue up a job for paint chemicals, as the gravel flows through the system, it will grab it also. Because the gravel flows through the assemblers every time stone is processed. So if you, let's say you queued up a job and said, give me 10,000 paint chemicals. As it shows up in the refinery, the sorters are going to grab it and take it out of there. But so is the assembler to make the chemicals. So because again, the gravel, won't be pulled out. All right, so this is the input coming in from the assemblers, and that's the output to the assemblers. The mushroom farm and John's new mining rig. Okay. Everything down here is cleaned up. I named the cans Name Me. Let John or Crowbar change the name on them.
Give me 1 sec.
Energy low.
Sorry about that.
Welcome
I
back.
have my robot vacuum going. I have to make sure it doesn't go into certain places.
Energy critical.
I think we should just call them cans. Like can 1, can 2, can 3.
Really? We're gonna call them cans. We should call them like tomato and chicken noodle and
Canned tomato, canned chicken noodles.
no, just chicken noodle.
That's
And when somebody's like, what is chicken noodle? Oh, that's the name of all the cans down below. The cans of soup.
at least then it's understandable.
I left him name me because I figured somebody would change the name. I have never used the half stairs, but the half stairs were on the cool runnings. It's the first time I've ever used them. I was surprised that as soon as we were using them, Crowbar said that he thought they were a pain in the ass to navigate because
I fucking hate them.
you walk into them.
I hate them. I can't stand them. I was like, whoever made these was an idiot. There was enough room to put a full-size stair here.
But I think that's sort of the point, is that it didn't have to be a full-size stair. You know, it spiced it up a little bit there.
So one of the ore cans will be called O'Reilly. You like that?
Well,
Did you hear that?
I heard you.
I thought it was funny. I guess it's technically an ingot can.
Okay, let's get you onto the catwalk to every one of these storage containers. Now, how do we get down to the mushroom farm? We hope that this doesn't crash everything. And it does. And we hope that this doesn't crash everything, and it does. Like, what, what the hell?
What did it crash?
Not, it just, I was trying to add another piece onto to get over to the mushroom farm.
Yeah.
And as soon as I broke it, I was like, let's hope this doesn't break all the all the pieces of the catwalk that, go after it. And of course it does. So I'm just re-putting, because I didn't have a frame underneath them. But again, that reminds me, I just need to put a frame underneath them, that's all.
There's an annoying loop somewhere in this system, and I'm trying to figure it out.
Well, I believe that there is nowhere that we cross over from east to west on over the Sally port, except for underneath here. But again,
No, but I think over the top we connect somewhere also. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't think so. Also, you had like a ton of conveyor blocks down at the west end. When I was building the welders, I cleaned those up. Like there was one that came down the wall where that medical bay was built. The medical bay now comes, from the under the floor.
Yeah, I get you.
Energy low.
Okay. Oh, energy low. I'm gonna go back to medical and recharge. Do 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 do. And bing and bing. Yeah, I so wanted to label these cans down here, these freight cans, but you can't do it.
Label them.
You can't,
Why can't you?
because the freight 3, when you go to open the control panel, they're not in the control panel. And
Oh, because they're hidden?
there's nothing to them to...
I get you.
You know, like you try and pull up build vision on them and you can't. Like it lets you open their inventory. I thought you could access the inventory in these things. Maybe these are just decorative only. Oh, here it is, here it is. I wasn't in local mode. That was it. But I can't change they're all just freight 3. And freight 3 2. Is that a good or a bad explosion?
I don't even know what that explosion was. It must have been... I think it was an arrowhead falling.
Yeah, I was very surprised when Crowbar showed me that you could put a very small block down here, and that the game would take it as to allow you to place the stairs.
What do you mean?
So when you want to put stairs on top of stairs,
Yeah.
unless they're attached to something on the left or right side, they won't build.
Yeah.
But if you put a very small block underneath them,
It'll work?
yeah,
So you can put like a really tiny block.
like you could have you could have a block of stairs that goes up freestanding, 20 blocks high. You just keep placing the support piece underneath it. Like if you come over here,
Give one sec.
like I've got stairs that aren't connected to anything.
Okay, so the sorters on the assemblers need to have a whitelist for ingots
A sorters on the assemblers feeding in or leaving.
feeding in.
So it should allow ingots and gravel. and that'll get the gravel out of the ingot cans.
Okay. And then
Full.
coming out of the sorter,
You have to allow components
and gravel.
and uranium ingots.
Do I need to hit drain all or no?
Yeah, because you don't want any components in the assembler output bins. You don't want any uranium ore sitting over there, and you don't want any gravel over there. But you don't want drain all going into the assembler.
Yeah, I get you. Okay, so I want components, gravel, and uranium ingot. But don't you need some uranium ingots to build stuff?
What? Oh, yeah, that's right. So, yeah, so you don't want drain all on any of them.
You just want gravel and components.
Well, you still need the uranium ingots have to come out, because otherwise you can't put them in the refinery, in the reactors.
True. How do you get them out?
Well,
Do you let uranium ingots be both in the ingots and in the storage, or do you just go pull them out of ingots whenever you need them?
well, here's what you do. You could put two sorters. You have one that sucks all components out, and it sucks all gravel out. And then you have another one that allows uranium to come out. The problem becomes somebody's going to need uranium for a reactor. Are they going to type in, tomato or Campbell's or name me to find it here? Or are they going to type uranium?
If you just have a sorter that is whitelisted for uranium but's not drained all, it's not going to pull.
That's correct.
It'll just let it sort through, right?
Yes.
Okay, but that'll be annoying. Okay. You might as well actually have it listed all ingots. Let all ingots be able to flow into the main storage.
But you never want to put
people
ingots
wanna
in main
pull.
storage.
But what if someone wants an ingot?
Tell them to fuck off. Why would they need an ingot?
I suppose.
And seriously, give me an example where you need an ingot.
I'm gonna go build a base somewhere else, and I want to pull some ingots out of the storage.
And then what? You're going to build an assembler when you get there?
Yep.
And then how are you going to build the assembler?
Energy low.
Well, I'm gonna pull components and ingots, obviously.
So then why don't you just take the extra components and get the fuck out of here? I mean, it's just like you're adding to the... I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's just... So why don't you just take the components and go build a refinery? I mean, it's an interesting...
Because I'm an idiot, Jim. I want to do it the idiot way.
Well, I mean, I hear you. The point is, there has always been a life in this game before Izzy's, so there is a way to do it.
Yeah, but Izzy's makes it so much cleaner.
I don't think so. And here's my problem. Here's the one thing Izzy's can't do, and they tell you they can't do. They don't stack shit. You
actually can stack shit, but it even says there's a setting for it, and it says this is very CPU intensive and likes to crash servers. Don't use it.
Yeah.
So it can do it.
But the way around it is you just make a can just for each of the components you want to.
Fuel low.
Okay, hydrogen tank. Dropped in my bottles. Pulled them back out.
Just don't try to make anything right now.
Energy critical.
There's another 777 packs of algae down here. It's crazy. It's crazy how much.
No energy.
Alright, here's the tanks. Where's the stairs? Here they are. I can find my way up to medical this way.
Low health.
I like how when Outwit parked the vertical miner over here, you can see that he parked it blocking the stairs.
Yes, I wanted it to be in the way so that someone would fix it and move it, so it wouldn't just get left there. I was like, I'm gonna make this in the way so that someone has to eventually move it.
Okay, got a connector down to each of the cans. You can get to the mushroom farm and the gravel pit. Yeah, see, it's like a whole storage system down here now. It's not just running across the dirt.
Boom. This room's a little bit prettier.
Which one?
The assembler room.
I always wonder why sometimes the paint gun goes.
Oh yeah, that's annoying. It's like it gets jammed.
I wonder if that's built into it, and occasionally it just uses up a ton of material. You know, like a rando sort of.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see was paint official now, right?
No. The way you paint with the game is you use the blocks, and there's an unlimited amount of paint. Which again is just one of those things. It's like, I mean, you see the mod community has it. You realize that you kind of messed up or missed this. Just put it on your roadmap and add it in.
Missed the boat.
Well, and it's kind of like you'll get people to complain. Well, why is paint consumable now? It's like, because paint isn't an unlimited object. You gotta make it. Alright, now to put a couple blocks down here so that nothing accidentally causes this shit to collapse.
as impressive. What fucking idiot. Oh my god. He left rocks inside of containers.
I don't know. I enjoyed the discussion yesterday about, dude, there's ice everywhere. There's always going to be ice here. It's a fucking ice planet. And now here we are a day later going, dude, we're out of ice. Yeah, remember that shit you were complaining about yesterday? Yeah, now we're out of it. Alright, so... Wait, blast doors are there. And what the hell's number 9? That should not be blast doors then. That should be interior walls. I had a Zoom call last night. That professor's, the law professor's been undergoing surgery. So, like, you knew she might not make it. But then she didn't make it. And it was surprising how, like, you have all these lawyers and stuff just, and soon-to-be lawyers all freaked out. Like, what do we do? She's not here. Like,
Like that was a possibility a long time ago.
well, I had talked to her just like after last week's class, and on Thursday I wasn't feeling well, so I skipped class, and then I found out that it was canceled anyway, and I was like, oh, I felt bad for skipping her lecture all week, but she wasn't there either.
Yeah.
Yeah, she apparently had a really bad accident, and she's been going under surgery, and it's you know, it's unfortunate because you know, it's
She's
not,
your professor?
well, I mean, it's no, it's unfortunate for her because, you know, as a, you know, in that line of work, I mean, they're not really, you know, they're so focused on what are we doing this Tuesday, and
Oh yeah. They're not worried about their health.
well, I think they're worried about their health. I think they're just not.
Can you come in here with voxel hands and get rid of... I have tiny voxels that I can't get rid of.
I mean, I could.
Oh wait, no.
I would prefer not to, but I mean, I could.
Like you've left the tiniest little voxels everywhere.
Yeah, I told him that yesterday when I was doing something with him. I was like, look, and here's a voxel. He was like, what do you mean? I'm like, dude, your crowbar was pulling these out of here too.
What did you say?
Like, I don't know. I wonder if he's brand new to the game. But I mean, he's not. So it's, you know, that's not the case. But it's. Wait, what the hell's in this? Oh, that's over there.
Are any of the auto miners finished, or are they
I
still
don't.
all?
You can check the big board. It'll tell you.
Yeah. I have been in this room for quite a while. They're sitting here. Job active. Job done. Job active. One's done. But banana split is 48% still. It's been 48% for a while, dude. Might need to go checked on. Might need to go run down that tunnel. It's a long tunnel. I went to go check on her a couple hours ago, and she was just cruising back and
Yeah.
forth.
Yeah, that's what she's doing. She's also
Like,
burning up a lot of hydrogen doing it.
yeah, it's like,
Dude,
yeah.
that's a beast. That is a friggin' beast of a miner. The way that thing is built, it is just. But you know what? It's just as fragile as every one of them. So I'm at the point where I want to run the floor through the tunnel back there.
Yeah.
And I want to run a conveyor tube so that when we get to like the gold and the silver deposits, I can put a collector, and anyone that wants to can go back there and just, little chill out hand mining, have it roll down into the collector, and pick it all up for you.
Yeah. It looks like she's moving.
She is. She's moving quite fast.
Not fast, but like 3 meters per second.
She moves about 15.
No.
She's on her way back here.
1 to be 2 to be 5 meters per second, maybe.
Dude, she's driving backwards through a tunnel. How fast do you want her to go?
About 20. It's a straight tunnel. It's not like it has any turns.
There is a turn at 1,000 meters.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Bully for her.
But again, the real reason I built it was because we were under attack yet again, and like we hadn't broken out of the mold. And as part of the attack, there were bases that kept spawning about 4 or 5 kilometers down that to the west. And I was like, there's no way I can get over there.
Yeah.
But if I do the tunnel as a big sapping project,
Maybe, just maybe.
well, look, there's 4 enemies spawned down there right now.
That shows it works.
7.63 kilometers is a military base with 4 things spawned around it.
Occasionally those come actually this way, all the way to the main base.
Yeah.
Is it eventually going to pop up, like, on the surface, technically?
She goes 5 kilometers before she gets outside. Yeah. So it is your underground, just way to get to the other side of the mountain. And you could sap yourself right under some stuff. And the weird thing is, this wasn't planned. It's just a spot here. And the level of it takes you just all the way across the crest of this hill. It was unintentional that she would find stuff. That's just been interesting. Because like Crowbar yesterday said, I said, yeah, with the gold thing. He goes, and silver. I'm like, there's silver down there? And then I was watching her, and she popped up and broadcasted on her antenna, and I was like, oh, I thought he walked down the tunnel, like looking to see what he could find.
Yeah. Nah, she just transmits occasionally.
but she's a source of a lot of hydrogen burn.
Yeah, we might actually have to start mining some ice.
I also never played with batteries for anything except for recharge or auto. And Crowbar puts all his stuff on recharge.
What do you mean on recharge? Like,
When he docks, he puts his...
oh yeah, I've noticed that. It's kind of fucking annoying.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because it's made me have to stop every time and check on every ship that I get in.
Scotty does that too, though.
Does he?
I'll occasionally do it if I'm patient, but not. Yeah, I'll just leave it on auto. I kick the dampers off, so it doesn't burn engines. I hate turning it off though.
Everything's here. Missing nothing that critical. But she's not continuing the job.
She might be out of like hydrogen or something.
Oh, some jobs can't be that big, that's right.
What do you think? Refinery. Should the yield modules be exposed or should they be hidden? What do you think looks pretty?
I don't know. There's the thing that I saw for a refiner I wanted to do. I have to wait until...
What is it?
Let's do a thing with pistons.
Explain.
Make it look like an actual factory under construction.
I get it. You had so much bloat.
Did you say float or bloat?
Bloat.
Yeah.
Extra pieces that were just unnecessary.
Well, yeah.
It's like he didn't think where he was putting the pieces. He just threw them down and then he just started welding them up.
Well, that's like the pulling the cans. He was pulling from every single can that he fed into.
Yeah, like he had like 8 sorters on the 4 refineries.
Yeah, but each refinery is a separate process.
Yeah, and then he had one refinery that was just doing silver and one doing gold, and then one of them did cobalt, and then the other one did magnesium and everything else. It's like, what the fuck kind of stupidness is this? Because we don't have gold or silver in any good quantity. Why would we need a separate,
Well, because, I mean, cobalt takes a real long time to refine.
Yeah, but... Okay, so that one. But gold and silver, it needs its own
Well, I don't.
own refinery.
Well, I mean, if you have the materials for it, it's virtually free to stand it up.
Yeah.
I think the thing is, it's a confined space. If it was a bigger space, it would look very impressive. And that's, like if you go back to Alpha 1 and the moon, you'll see, Crowbar has this impressive production area. Or if you go to, Alpha Shipyards in the Earth, he's got this, refinery building all set up. Yeah, I had the Yoinks Fizzens off the Earth because his contribution was a launch pad with a rocket on it. Where, like, immediately Crowbar and John were like, what's wrong with the current landing pad we have area? It's huge. Why do you need your own? And then he was like, well, I wrote around the letters, like, land here. And and then across Crowbar's refinery building, he put letters up for welcome to Adventure Discovery. And I was like, dude, that's his building, man. What are you doing?
Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know. If you're gonna make shit, make it pretty.
I understand why this thing's not moving.
Like some people's. I understand. I make ugly ships, but some. Ooh. Like I try not to even make a pretty looking ship, but some people just surpass me even. I'm like, how did you get it that bad?
I mean, she's flying to the job position.
Is she? She's
Yeah.
really. She's really slow. I thought she would have been. Hey, wait. Why don't you? She's driving though, like she's mining the whole way in and out.
Yeah, that's because that's where the job position starts.
Why don't you?
Because everywhere the job position changes, I have to dig out a turnabout.
Well,
So
if you just made one straight down to the the kilometer.
there is one down there, but she's going past. I've done that. You just have
Oh,
to,
I get you.
you'd have to bring her back. You'd have to send her home. You'd have to start new path, and you'd fly her all the way down to where you want her to be.
Yeah.
And then you go start job here. And then you set the job from there for her to continue digging. But before you tell her to start the job, you have to build the turnout there yourself.
Yeah.
So that when she turns around, she'll slam right into the walls. Alright, so I just had to mute my mic so that you weren't hearing me banging my keyboard up against the desk. Because I got, as loud as my keyboard is, I think the keys are wearing down.
Oh no. Can we buy you a new, quieter keyboard?
Well, so I took the keyboard, I stand it on its edge, and I bang it on the desk. And all these pieces of the keyboard just fall off in my hands.
Plus crumbs from food.
No, these are pieces of the keyboard.
Oh wow.
Some of them are like pretzel colored. Some of them are cheese ball covered. But no, they're
Yeah, they're all keyboard pieces, right?
they came from the keyboard. What else could it be?
There was some very thin black wire in there also, or gray wire. I don't know. Your hair color.
All right, let's see. Will she start the job now? Is she doing any grinding? How the hell did this thing get a... Wait, did I build this thing? Yeah, I did. How the hell did this thing get a welder on it again? The grinders have to be in a group. Also, I read a weird thing about north winds. That all the guns on the ship have to be in a group.
Why?
For it to work properly.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that also on the base too? Like when you turn them off and turn them on? Or what?
No, not...
Still getting an issue with magnesium leaking somewhere. Very weird.
Yeah, it definitely takes a while to grind these reliance and carting and base down. It's interesting to see these staircases on ships going like the opposite of what you would expect direction.
Yeah. Because you wouldn't want to go that way because of like thrust or something, but yet it goes that way. You're like,
We need to rebuild the large grid quarry miner that we tried on Mars. See if we can get that working.
oh, the one that was drilling the hole.
Yeah. Like I had my, like Scotty had his got destroyed for something.
Yeah.
And then I had mine at it, and like I made a small grid one, and I was like, I can make this bigger. Oh wait, I need more thrust. Now I need more drills. Now let's go to large grid. And like I made a large grid version of it, but like you wanted to do so much.
Yeah.
And again, I firmly believe the problem is I was using like, well, give me the advanced EWE drills,
Yeah.
and like it just like the game couldn't handle, because like I had built what I thought was a very nice ship, and I went out to go drill, and it's like, all right, let's start. You're full. Wait. What? Yeah, you're full. Like shit, man. Well, I need a bigger ship with more storage, and like the advanced drills just like they do too much, and
It'd be cool to make a really big small grid ship, like, something just massive size. It's all small grid.
well, I have a ship I want to build. I'm debating whether to do it in small grid or large grid format. But the big thing is I want the compartment area to have a specific look. And then it's just, well, what do I need for thrust to make it work after that?
Yeah.
Did you hear his physics last night when he crashed Crowbar's two ships?
Oh yeah.
Lewis doesn't have enough gyro.
I know. Really?
Oh, I
Not
mean, it
necessary.
got to the like you could just like at one point I was like there was like there's anger in Crowbar's voice right now. Like, you know,
Yeah.
oh, I'm sorry I messed up your ship. Well, technically, you've messed up two of my ships.
Yeah. I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, I was laughing at that one. I was like,
I was, I was almost ready to tell him, like, hey, you do realize you have admin powers. You can ban him, right? Just see how he would have handled it.
he might have tried to ban him.
Some of these ships, like, I don't even change the images on them because, like, I just don't expect them to be around that long. You know, because
With some of these fuckers driving, they aren't around very long. Okay. Pulling out from the sorters to go to the ingots. A conveyor sorter, refinery to storage.
that should allow only ingots
To ingots.
and gravel.
Okay, so it should be whitelisted. Ingots and gravel. Now, what could happen if we do ingots and gravel? So, magnesium powder can't come through.
So you
Or
need to
unless
allow
is that
magnesium.
is magnesium powder an ingot or a powder?
Well, it's an interesting question. I would think the answer is
It's an ingot because it's not an ore. Gravel. And then we need to have something at the very beginning taking ice out and putting ice somewhere else.
no, you shouldn't.
Why not?
Because if you do that, here's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to put a like where the ore storage is.
Yeah.
You could put a sorter underneath the ore cans that says ice only, and
Yeah.
send it and put it in the exit line over here where the components go.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking.
And then just put one sorter there that says ice ejector.
Yeah.
And then have it eject ice out of the ore cans down into. But here's the problem, the ore cans connect everywhere. And this is why it won't work. Oh, because see, you're not just unloading ships on the wall, you're unloading ore from all the landing pad areas also.
Well, you usually don't unload. That's why I have little things that grab ore from the main storage and kick it up into the ores and ingots. That's why there does have to be those little safety checks, but you don't need very many of them.
But like, okay, so Banana Split Lady, she carries ore and ice. The ice can stay over there on that side because that's where
Yeah.
it gets processed.
Yep, it doesn't ever need to come over here.
The ore has to come over here.
Yep.
Okay. So you should only have a sorter over here that sucks in all the ore, that's set to drain all ore, and
Yep.
all ore comes over here. You
And
should never
all
pull.
ingots.
And all ingots. Because if you go out on a mining raid and you catch ingots, they should be brought into here.
Yep.
Right. So now, where is. But ice isn't done over here.
And I can do that all under the. I can do that all under the platform, though. That's
Yeah.
easy enough.
Now, if you expanded the room over here and you put the O2H2 generators over here, then its output could feed into the same line.
As the hydrogen, but I like.
No,
how the
no, as the
hydrogen looks.
components.
Oh yeah, but I like how the hydrogen looks over there. Is the only issue with that.
How the hell did I get under here?
I could sink all these connectors one more into the wall.
What do you mean?
Well, all the connectors kind of stick out kind of weird. I could actually sink them.
Well, here's the problem with those connectors. Yesterday, I had to take a sorter out of every one of them.
Oh, yeah. No, I know. I know. But you should have put a conveyor junction right after the connector instead of just a straight pipe. These conveyor junctions have more hit points. They're a little bit stronger.
And cause more server lag. Yeah.
Hasn't been tested.
It has been. It just hasn't been tested on, a PC server, running this game in the last 2-3 years. But programmatically, it is still. If the game would just give you a T junction, I would almost never use conveyor junctions.
Oh, Eden's Wrath gives you T junctions.
No, it gives you a T and a cube T and they're armored and they're all different levels and.
That's awesome.
I know. But you can't publish to the workshop with all that stuff in it.
Yeah. Nitrogen. What's our hydrogen levels at?
We're at 16%.
Eesh. We were at 30% a bit ago, dude.
And 33, 32. Where is this hydrogen bleeding out?
I don't know. That's
Alright, well, I'm going to stop Allie Brown. Make sure she's docked. Let's shut her hydrogens off. And
that
her
really
MOs.
is.
Well, if this beautiful Cadillac of a... This is the Lincoln Town Car of mining ships. Okay. All draining has stopped.
Has it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
So it was her?
Yeah. Told you, man. She's a beast of a ship over there.
So she she did empty the fucking tanks.
Well, I also added 2 more. So the load's been spread. But, yeah, I could send her on ice mining, but that would be very counterproductive.
I think she could mine more ice than she uses.
Oh, no, absolutely. Because she's got atmospherics and hydrogens, but the problem is she runs them both, whether it's needed or not. Because that's the ship, her storage capacity is that large that she needs lift on both. So, yeah, we need to are your ceiling guys done here yet?
My ceiling, guys.
Yeah, for whatever you were
Getting there.
I kind of like the roughed out ceiling. Like, I don't like the fact that there's 3 voxels floating over here in the air right here. Like, I just got rid of them.
How close are they?
How close are who?
The percentages on the board?
I haven't checked. I was just having a hypothetical conversation.
88, 37. You're getting there.
Well, then we'll, when the day shift shows up. But those things are bringing in ore.
Yeah, they're bringing quite a lot of stone. Wow, the ceiling actually is looking really good. We can just pause them all right now.
Well, keep them running. Let's get the ceiling done. Like I said, when the day shift gets here.
Well, Proctologist's Dream is not being used at the moment. You could reconnoiter that one to go start working on ice. But
Well, reconnoiter means I'd go check it out.
Yeah.
Do you mean reassign or
Yeah, reason.
or redeploy?
Yeah.
So I wanted a ship with a landing platform, an actual door that can open and close as a boarding ramp.
Yeah. You saw the one on Reddit or what?
No. Not really a Reddit person. I do, however, think it's very cool that I posted the one picture with the comment about you with the, what did I say? Like, hey, Outwit, stop, or something about you crashing a ship or something. Whatever it was, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But it's immediately, as soon as I posted it, Spike makes a comment and goes, is that an ISL ship I see over there in the corner? It's like, dude, it's in the corner and it's destroyed. Yeah, but I know my stuff. like he... I thought that was really cool that he was, watching his. No, man, I think it's he loves his shit, and it's just. I think it's also interesting that he still continues to release stuff. Besides, man, how do you have a base without a single wheeled rover anywhere on it? That's the whole point of the trailer over here. It's got a survival kit, storage containers, it's a whole let's go raid a base operation kit. Oh, I know what I was doing. We were talking about, did we see any more hydrogen engines burning? That was all. I don't see any, and the tank levels are stabilized. That tells me that was 100% her.
He was using that much?
Dude, hey man, when you own a Cadillac, you don't complain about that. And I don't like Cadillacs, so it's a Lincoln Town Car. When you own a Lincoln, man. Hey, did you see that Hummer's coming out with an electric car?
Yeah, I saw that. It looks like a piece of shit.
I thought it was interesting because the answer was get it while you can. Because it's a limited production run.
Yeah. I don't think I'll ever see one.
So I had gone looking at buying a Hummer years ago.
H1, H2, or H3?
No, an H1, a Hummer. Because there was a guy at Microsoft that bought one and had written about it and crashing it at the SeaTac airport. And I thought it was just an amazing story. I like the fact that it showed up on a tractor and trailer also. Like they did the whole bum, 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 here you go. Here's your Hummer sort of thing. It's got there's a thing to it. So when I was over there at the Hummer dealership, I told the guys, like, well, what are you going to, he asked me to try and, convince me to justify me to get it. Because, again, it's a sales pitch, sales bullshit.
Yeah.
And he said,
hello? You went off mic.
no, she's making breakfast, and I was just saying thank you. So I said, well, I go spear fishing. So, I got scuba tanks and other stuff to carry. I got a guy I work with who goes, hunting in the Florida Everglades with his pit bulls and a knife for wild boar. That's some crazy shit right there.
Yeah, that's just stupid.
Oh, that's some crazy shit, man. Got a pack of pit bulls, take them out hunting wild boar, come back with a boar and one or two less dogs. Like, damn. And sometimes not even totally dead, just having to kill them out there because it's like, hey, ain't no dragging you back out of the Everglades. I'm sorry, Fido, but we can't. You ain't gonna make it. So they had a. I said, well, I mean, I might go, what, deer hunting? And he goes, oh, here, let me show you this. And he flips to an H1 with a moose on the back of it. And I was like, holy shit. That just put to shame the, going deer hunting or fishing with scuba tanks sort of story. And I was like, crap. And of course, my wife's answer was, no, we're going to have another baby. You're not getting an H1. So. And then shortly thereafter, there was a little thing called 9/11, and the price of gas has skyrocketed. And I remember sitting there in our Lincoln Navigator filling up one day, and it cost $75. And I thought, hey, thank you. I'll be right back.
Energy low.
I am back. She made scrambled eggs. So, of course, I grabbed myself a big helping of sriracha. Huyang rooster sauce. I always say that wrong. So we were talking about that a couple weeks ago. Are you familiar with the whole sriracha sauce, the rooster sauce?
Yes, a lot of people here use it.
Do you know the background of it or any of that stuff? The news
No.
or anything? So you know the guy's a Vietnamese refugee? And the name of the company is the name of the ship that carried them from Vietnam to America.
Sriracha?
No, the Phu Young or Hu Young. And the rooster is the symbol of the year that he was born. And he started making the sauce and selling it, just walking around door to door with a cart and a barrel.
Yeah.
And eventually turned into this massive company. And then there was the thing where he was buying like all the product. How did 11,000 stone just land here?
Because I'm messing with shit.
Inventory full.
Let's see here. So we need ice. So we're thinking ice to go down, so they can go over there.
Yes.
Okay.
But of course, that's the only thing that should be in that. It's just like an ice only, like an ice bypass. But here's the problem. The only place that needs the ice bypass is these things that you're hooked up over here.
I know. That's where I'm doing it. I'm right on the ice, on the other side of you. And I'm actually labeling things as I go through. I'm not just, putting things in and never labeling it. Hate that.
I wish there was a way to change the full labeling system, because I would use it for lights.
Drain all ice?
Yeah, because there should be no ice on any of those ships when they come in.
Ice and gravel, right? No.
Gravel can go through that system.
No, but gravel will get made at the refineries. So it'll only be there after.
A little too much. Bite.
You okay there?
You know, when you got to catch your breath and go, that's the right amount. You know? I don't know how you feel about hot and spicy stuff.
Inventory full.
Not a huge fan.
You live in the wrong part of the country. Oh, I have to go bring the recycling cans in, excuse me. Okay.
Hold on, just messing with some connectors over here.
Inventory full.
So we have 8 cans down there now. Is that more than we had before we started, or less?
More. I think we had 5 originally.
And the 4 upstairs.
4 upstairs. Oh yeah, true. Which are no longer there.
Did you mean to move the gun LCDs?
Huh?
Did you mean to move the LCD panels for the guns?
No, I didn't move them.
Oh, they're not there anymore.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was gonna get the control center. I didn't know if you wanted to start drilling the hole for it. One of these auto miners.
No. My thing was just a suggestion for it. You can.
Yeah.
And again, moving the panels back one, I just thought let's just do the railing and make it look like it's.
Yeah. There's so many things to get done, Jim.
No, I understand. I just was surprised to see the gun panels go out. That's why I was asking.
Yeah. Might have messed that up. It might have gotten nicked. That top miner that's on the top row, the proctologist one.
Okay.
Can you move that one to the left, like to the next connector to the left? So we have a. Is there another way that we won't have the bottleneck issue that we're currently having?
Of what?
The bottleneck issue of pulling resources out.
Well, what resources are you trying to pull out?
The stone that's being pulled out of each one of these miners.
The problem isn't the stone. It's that if it has cans, the miners will empty right away. But, I mean, all the miners shouldn't be coming back here fully loaded, but they will sit here until they're charged. So, like, they should unload long before they leave. And they sit here waiting to leave until they're charged. So it's just a timing thing. Not really a bottleneck. I mean, it would be a bottleneck if they were fully charged, waiting to unload. But that doesn't happen.
So you're saying, okay. It just seems like sometimes I've seen them where, like, they'll sit there for, like, 5 minutes, and I'll go sit in the seat, and it'll literally say, waiting to unload. And it will still have contents in it, but its batteries will have been fully charged already.
But that may have been before Crowbar let us go in and clean this up 2 days ago. And
no, that was before we started cleaning this up just a little bit right now.
I don't know, because, I mean, we're pulling, hundreds of thousands of. We got 25 drills operating at the same time on Earth
Yeah.
with just one sorter, and it handles it.
Okay.
How much space do you want between the refinery and the control room? Like a little bit of a stone passageway kind of thing?
Not the almost for the edge of that. Well, just inside of that little like square, I think. I don't know how much space do you think you really need?
Well, I'm drilling out to the distance of the panels.
Okay, that'll be good.
I mean, other than, like 2 bathrooms, some desks and chairs and stuff in there for, I don't think you need. And then we could move the computers over there if you want.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll make it the depth of the miner.
50? Is that too big or actually 40? We'll put a little bit of battery storage at the back. Since our current battery storage is a little exposed.
Yeah. So Yeah, I was figuring you'd have like a little bit of a rock tunnel between the two rooms. You're saying you don't want that?
Nah.
No?
Well,
Oh,
well, because we're gonna have the. Actually, how much have you dug out yet so far? Oh, you haven't touched it at all.
no, come around. You have to come around to the aim here side.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's actually the perfect height. Don't go any lower than that. Um, yeah, that's perfect. So the production area, come back out and just look to your right. Turn to your right. Oh, just you can turn. Look, the production area ends here.
Okay.
So yeah, you're good there. So yeah, there'll be a rock passage somewhere. You don't have to worry about drilling that though right now.
Just give me a second. Hey, it's a nice spring day out. I've left the doors and windows open for hours. By the way, make sure you shut the air off. I love how that part comes last. My wife's sister and her husband lost an air conditioner because of an idiot that stayed with them that left the window open
How'd they lose it?
because it broke. The idiot was staying with them during a heat spell over a weekend and opened up a window during a heat spell, so the thing ran full blast trying to air condition the outside world.
Oh, yeah, I get you.
So are Nest and Ring now all Google products?
Ring is not. Wait, is it? Yeah, Ring is not, but Nest is. I think I can't remember. I'm not a big fan of Google's home integration stuff. Like well, the Nests were okay.
But they bought that.
Yeah, they bought that. They weren't Google's to begin with, so I don't know about. Um, 'Cause actually we just had one die. Started showing an overvoltage, but the other one hasn't died yet, so because we have two. So I don't know about that other one.
You know, I like that at least once a week or so you get a,
The bacon on the stove is chewy but cooked, so if you want any, go for it.
you know, that like your, um, sign it. Here's your passcode from the Steam Authenticator.
Oh yeah,
You know, like,
yeah. It seems kind of weird about that kind of stuff.
I'm not sure what could they win from. Here, we've hacked your Steam account. Great. What are you gonna get?
Oh look, you have some of my games until I get it back. Can you come over here?
I could.
Would you?
Yeah, give me 2 seconds here. Okay, where do you want me to come over to?
Into the assembler room. The simplified assembler room. There was so much extra bullshit in here.
Why is there a large cargo container?
Oh,
Is that ore?
that'll be for the ores. But I was thinking about like, did you just jump out of chat? Oh no, Caleb.
No, I'm here.
Okay. I was thinking how the cargo containers are really ugly. And I was like, what's a cool way to like integrate them? So I was like, oh, floor hatches, you know, that'd look really cool, like if you access them from the top. So I made like the grading, so like you have to walk over them to like, you know, check their depth or whatever. So I was like, oh, that's really cool, you know. I was gonna do the other one here, and then they're gonna be linked together. But then that way, it's not up here. Yeah, no, that was a cool idea. What do you think? Does that actually look kind of cool? That you can walk over and like.
It is interesting.
Do you have an example for us to look at?
Yes, in the assembler room.
Alright, I'll go and take a look because I'm trying to figure out how to do cargo bay on the ship.
By the way, this control seat isn't needed here. What's your...
I know. It was there when I got here.
I mean, if you're working in here, it's a good place to recharge your power, but...
Yeah, that's what I've been using it for. I was gonna get rid of it when I leave.
So, I found out this morning when I checked the account that DHI Mortgage sold my mortgage loan to Wells Fargo.
You know we're streaming, right?
Nope. Sorry, my bad.
Just
Yep, my bad.
don't want you
What?
to...
Just don't read off.
I get it.
Just don't read off a bank account number.
Oh, I'm not. I just found it interesting how efficient that was.
I'm not worried about the topic you're talking about. I'm just making to remind you that you're...
Yeah, the stream. I'm not going to be listing off any private information.
Yeah, because it's not like the sale or transfer of a mortgage from one company to another is not public record. It is.
Yeah, it is.
You know, that's why you get junk mail from people saying, hey, we see you send your mortgage. Do you want to buy mortgage insurance?
Yeah, I just found it hilarious how quick it was. I mean,
Yeah.
it was...
Like if you try to buy out your mortgage, they would make it a whole rigmarole, a whole bullshit. But then another company can just pick up and buy your mortgage for nothing. Like, hey, can we get that?
Well,
Yeah,
Outwit,
sure.
that company has a few $1 billion. We don't.
Yeah, but what if you walked into a couple $1 million? They still wouldn't let you buy your mortgage out. They'd be like, well.
If you have a couple $1 million, what are you doing with a mortgage?
Well, you never know. You might have won the lottery. The poor tax, as most people call it.
The lottery is a tax on the poor and the stupid, the two members of our society that can least afford to bear the burden of the tax. Okay, so where is the floor going to be in this op center? Because I'm going to...
So
That's
I'm
where
gonna
I'm
have
going to
the
start hooking up the panels from there.
I'm gonna have the walkway come over from the kitchen.
Well, can you
So-
drill that into this room so I have a height and a place to put my first block?
This is very fucking different, sir.
What the fuck? Where's all the clutter? There's no where did the clutter go out? Wait, it's not.
The sad
here.
thing is, a lot of that shit was already dug out in here. It was all filled with tubes all over the place.
You know what's the worst thing is most of those tubes had stone in them. Like someone didn't, go through and clean out the stone. They just left the stone voxels in the tubes.
Sorry, I'm still in awe at the rapid change of this room.
Oh, come look at these. I love these. So, the assemblers are head to head, so you can utilize 4, count them, 4 speed modules for 2 assemblers, which gives each assembler a 400% efficiency instead of 300.
We're gonna be making so much shit.
You can make so much shit out of these. Oh, do you like the little thing where it comes together for these are the 2 ingot containers. Ingot 1 and ingot 2. That's big enough. And then yeah, the sunk storages are for these connectors, which I have to still build some stuff.
This is interesting. Don't know if I'll be able to incorporate it, but it is interesting.
I don't know. So I might need to put another refinery, but for right now I'm just gonna put 2 big refineries. One that has 1 efficiency module and 3 speed modules, and the other one is just gonna be 4 efficiency modules, and the 4 efficiency is for cobalt, gold, silver, all that bullshit. And then stone, just stone will go to the one with the 4. You still amazed
Have you
about-
gone to bed?
No, I've been on since you guys were on. But remember, I work night shifts, so this is
Yeah.
shit. In one night, I took apart a whole rover by myself, as Jim likes to lament about.
Is it just me, or did the welding wall get vertical?
Oh yeah, it's so that you can run small ships through there. Did you also notice the flying brick of shit is parked in behind the welder wall?
You know, I didn't want to say anything. I was very happy when I saw that it was not where it was last night.
No, it's still alive. It's parked in its little slot now, and there will be a new slot for your giant back there soon, also. Just so
So,
that when you start up engines, you can't destroy the voxels.
hmm.
So I haven't gotten around to that because eventually I want to be able to start paving the rest of the way. And then I heightened out the ceilings also at the same time. If you go look at the ceilings over most of the storage bays, it's all. Oh yeah, and then I finished painting each little storage area with a unique design I created.
Hey, there's a massive hole in this wall.
Oh yeah, that's for the CIC.
Okay, this is ops.
Yeah, that's gonna be ops.
Okay, just making sure.
You're like, holy shit, there's a lot of shit done here.
I'm like, I went to bed last night. I was a dumbass and slept. Jesus Christ, this man did some work.
Well, someone has to. I don't know. I like the drastic change here in the assembly room. It was giddy. I just couldn't stand it. It was like I would come in here and I'd be all sad. So, yep.
Again, I need a floor height so I can.
Yeah, I got you. Give me one sec. I guess I'll come over and do that now, since we're not running any refineries anyways. Okay. Catwalks are gonna go at that height. Can I give you a floor height indicator on the outside?
It doesn't matter. I just want to get the. Like I'm kind of done digging out in here. I just want to. I want to move the panels.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So. Okay. The floor.
Because it doesn't matter if the panels are at a different height than the floor behind them.
Yeah, you just need the level at the floor needs to be at, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. The floor. This is the level of the floor. It's over here on the far side in blue.
Okay.
I should have boxed Caleb into a little box.
Sorry, I'm having to do a quick thing for work.
No, you're fine. I was gonna box you in a little box.
I thought about boxing its flying frickin' ship, but I thought that'd be a little rude.
Hey, that ship took down Cardigan Bay by itself.
This thing is the Lincoln Town Car of miners, man. It's just like you're cruising in luxury. You can't really.
Oh, the Quadzillas?
No, man. I don't like those at all.
They're pieces of shit.
They're very hard to work on. It's impossible to get into the cockpit.
I hate working on them.
And what's the Lincoln Town Car Miners? Where you at?
The one I got over here that's built the tunnel. I mean, she's just a behemoth.
Jesus, that's a lot of engines.
Yep.
Hydrogen backup.
Yeah, so she can haul all the stuff she lifts.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you. That is gorgeous. What is that, 6 ejectors on each side? Yeah. get out of your way so I don't get drilled.
No, we can't drill right now. We're out of hydrogen. She
That's
dug it.
someone.
Hey, man, somebody wanted a tunnel that was almost 2 kilometers deep. It took a lot of hydrogen.
I didn't want said.
I didn't say you wanted the tunnel. I did.
And then he left it running all night, and he did not set anything to mine ice.
Hey, question. Well, one, we had 1 million ice in storage.
Yeah, it's all
Had-
gone.
The tanks were
Holy
full
shit.
last night. They're all at 20 to 30%.
Question. What happened to yellow snow?
She's
Oh,
parked
that
over.
piece of shit.
Yeah, she's parked
By
over
the
here.
medical bay.
Okay, because last night before I got off, I noticed that she was on her side, limping.
Well, she was digging the hole from up top for the shuttle.
Yeah.
She's done a pretty good job with it.
No, she did. She just needs some help last night. I gave her some more power so she wouldn't die.
Yeah, late last night, I rescued her, put her back, and then I re-welded her, did a bunch of stuff for her. And then I put her on a charger, and then she was in the way, so I moved her to medical.
Yeah.
And she's been sitting-
No, I put some more uranium in her so she wouldn't die last night because I didn't know if you noticed or not, and I wanted to take care of that in the morning or let Jim know.
Something happened. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I was going to say I don't know if you noticed, but the shipyard spotlights have been on sensors.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, we need more of that sensor bullshit going on for.
Bullshit.
Oh, go look at the underground storage farm there, Caleb.
Alright,
yeah.
The mushroom farm area?
I forgot that got changed also.
Is it lit up? Like, holy balls, that is a lot of containers. This is nice. Alright, here we go.
You see what?
Oh,
we've done?
hello.
Wow.
Are we planning on expanding to the southwest there?
John decided to set up his drill rig again, man, so he will start pulling in a shit ton of stone in a couple hours. Because he's
Alright.
got the projector down, all he's got to do is put the drill head on this top of this rig.
Yeah.
He's ready to go.
Yeah, he is.
I assume he was rebuilding it because he was pissed because Spizzins broke the rig on Earth. Spizzins broke several things yesterday. Did you?
I kept hearing about oops, shit,
Did
things
you-
like that.
Did you hear when he broke Crowbar's ships?
He broke all of them?
Well, he broke 2 of them. He broke one of them and said, "This thing doesn't have enough gyros on it." Crowbar was like a little miffed, and then he got another ship and damaged that one, and he goes, "Well, I guess I damaged one of your ships." And Crowbar's like, "You actually damaged 2 of my ships. They're both mine." There was a distinct, like, angry Crowbar.
I've never actually heard angry crowbar, to tell you the truth.
Not very rare. Well, if you get him started on certain people, he does get angry. But yeah, pretty rare.
Yeah, I think this looks pretty cool down here with the tanks. You know, and I removed probably 80 or 90 conveyor tubes.
That's a shit ton of conveyor tubes. I don't even think I have that many on this ship. Fuck.
Yeah, all the duplicate lapping runs and everything are all eliminated.
Yeah, because I'm doing the, what is it, the Christmas tree method, where you got a center spine and just branches off of it to what you need that don't connect. Alright, so flight deck is looking good. Hey Outlet, since you moved the brick, I'm gonna go ahead and put this ship in the center of the runway, unless you want.
And then
me
you
to
can block everybody.
Yeah, I
so you
just
block
realized that.
everyone, you asshole. Just scooch it over to the left. It's all touching the wall.
It is actually touching the wall a little bit.
The paver needs to get around your ship. It's not touching the wall, dude.
On the left side, it might as well be. Crap.
There is 2 meters. Actually, wait, each block is 3 meters, right?
Two
Two and a half.
2.5, so 5. There is 15.
6.
12 and a
There's
half.
7 meters. 7 meters.
Okay, I'll give you 7.
But Outwood, you're forgetting. It got hips.
Damn hips don't lie.
Okay,
Well,
so
I wish I could just build you a little alcove really quick.
all right, where's the railing going to be? The railing is going to be where the panels are now. So then there's a space, and the panels go on this block.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this is gonna be the floor level for everything. Anyway.
But this is the floor.
Yeah. That's the
Okay,
floor.
so then the railing is out there, and then the panel goes here. Okay. All right, I know what I gotta do.
The giant boot.
The what?
Hey, Outwood, did you put a giant foot on the welding ship I was using?
Yes, on my welding ship.
I didn't say it
Using
was
light
my
armor
welding
up here,
ship.
right?
I just wanted to make sure you knew. I was joking though. I put a foot because I was using it to move ships around
Okay.
when a bunch of the welding ships got broken, so I was moving them around. But yeah, you can grind it off. I just had it there.
Yeah, and Jim, I think light armor would work best up there to save on resources, and I don't think that's actually going to be shot.
Alright, well, I'll start moving all the panels up here, and this way they'll all be one in a row after another. This will make the panels a little higher. Unless you want me to step down to the walkway where the panels are.
It's up to you.
Well, what do you think will look cooler? Having them all at the same level?
Yeah. I don't know about you, but I like things at the same level. Unless there's a specific reason why they shouldn't be.
It is nice when you're on the floor that you can walk by and read some of the panels, though.
Well, I'm just wondering, because the height you have will put them above. It'll make them like the third panel high up there.
I am thirsty. We're down below 200 shakes almost.
Just move the parts on the refinery from the food processor from the bottom level back up to the input side. Like there should be a ton of there's 800 protein shakes. There's 1,000 soy packets.
I know, it's just joking.
Yeah, just because they're not in that container.
Yeah, I think raising the panels up that high might be too high.
Do you think?
Alright.
It's up to you, dude.
You can make it look cool.
I think looking cool is always better than being able to work. Form over function. You went to sleep and you're already yawning.
Shut up.
Because you're getting old.
Alright, so I need a block to shoot towards. Or as Crowbar likes to call it, an aiming block.
Oh, what?
An aiming block.
So a beacon?
No, he places
No. Oh. Yeah.
he places blocks down so that you can place the thing in the position you want when you're building a ship or a rover or something. You know, like you want
What do you call it?
an aiming block. You know, like when you want to place something and it wants a block to grab on.
Oh. An anchor.
Yeah, he calls it an aiming block. It's the end of the world out there for that little dog.
Thunderstorm?
No. Jim.
He's outside. How dare you?
He's outside with water and everything he could possibly ever need. Except for love. And a couch to lay on.
Hey, don't forget the other basic necessity of life. Alcohol.
Oh. I don't think that's that necessary for a dog, but okay.
Fair point.
Okay. From ore to refinery. Needs to whitelist and right one can all be stone. Needs to be stone. And gravel. No, just stone. These will get gravel on the outside. Doesn't need to drain all because the refinery will be full.
You know, this works out good because this way people in ops could step onto the railing and watch what's going on outside. Unintended benefit there.
Hey, those are the best kind of benefits. Other than dental.
Inventory full.
I would think friends with benefits are also nice.
Shh. How in the fuck am I gonna do this?
Inventory
Badly.
full.
Well, you hit that nail on the head. What are you trying to do?
What was the question somebody asked last night? Oh, it was Fizzens. He asked about
Oh yeah,
Inventory full.
What did he ask?
you were on, weren't you? You just sat
Yeah,
there laughing.
yeah, but
he asked how's the iron gonna or steel gonna reproduce or something.
Yeah. No,
What?
no. He asked how like something reproduces. It wasn't. I don't think it was steel.
Well, the mommy steel gets
How
in bed
does
with the
the
daddy
ice
steel.
reproduce? Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Inventory
You're
full.
like, it's not because it's not asexual. Oh no, we have a stream. Go watch this.
Go watch your stream and figure it out.
You can figure out
Did
what
I-
Noah's.
Did I tell you about Scotty and I taking the ship down the other day?
Low.
We're taking down a Cardigan Bay, and Scotty is up on the. He's grinding down one of the forward compartments where the cryo chambers are on each side, and there's two doors, and in between the doors there's a block of walls. So Scotty's over there trying because I ground down one side, and he's working on the other. I walk over to where he is, and I grind through the wall. Come over to the door that he's grinding down and start giving him the faction salute, bite me. So you see him like on the outside as I fly past him going grinding down this door. I walk up to a wall and go zip zip and I'm in, come around the other side. And then it's just me standing there doing the bite me salute over and over again. He finally finishes the door and the door collapses and you can see him looking at me on his screen and there's this pause of a second and him going, yeah, you're just an asshole.
He's probably contemplating whether or not to shoot you.
But it was just this... He was just sitting there wasting his time grinding down this wall. It's like, hey man, or this door is like, hey man, I'm already inside. What are you doing?
I think at that point it became just the principle of the object.
What size? These are 5x5s. Okay, yeah, I did put up the wrong size panel. Crap.
Nickel
Inventory full.
and silicon carbide. Silicon ore. And the other one. These are called ore. Control panel. Ore. Ore to rest.
Energy critical.
Magnesium.
Oh no.
Yay, the sorters are done. Now we just need to get all the stuff into those tanks.
All right. Do we want these railings to be? Come look at these panels the way they're sitting back here.
Alright.
Need to figure out how we're going to get these. Are these railings going to be double-sided or just one-sided?
I'd say that you just don't really only need one-sided here.
In which case, I can do railings instead of catwalks.
Exactly.
All right. Well, that means I need to finish these floors.
So this wall is where it should be. This wall should where it should be if I set up the conveyors properly. Which did I set up the conveyors properly?
Now,
Nope.
you did not. You are the weakest link. As I slam my head into a wall.
There we go. I need 2 conveyor tubes.
Okay.
Alright, so Outwit, if I can borrow you for a second, I need to run something by you.
Okay, what's up?
Because there's 2 paths I can take here.
Is this something I have to see, I take it?
Well, more visualized, because in order to even get you to see it, that's a lot of work.
Well, here, let's do this. Can you screen share? Then I can watch your...
Yeah, I can screen share it.
Just so that way when you're pointing at something, it helps if I can actually see where you're pointing instead of, you walking around flailing your hands like an idiot.
Alright, see it?
Okay, give 1 sec. Stream. Watch.
Okay. Now,
One big
I can
end.
put large hydrogen thruster here, which I'll have to put a large tank above it. So the floor will go down by 1, and then by whatever this is. I can put them center line from there to here, with small ones to the right here, which I won't need as many large ones. But it's just one of those things. Either way, the floor is going to come down. If I do it the way I got the atmospherics, I can put a fuel tank above them.
Yeah.
If I don't do that, I'll be hard pressed to find room where to put that fuel tank.
Well, it's not like the fuel tank has to be directly at the engines.
No, it doesn't, but that's the flight deck, and I don't want to raise that.
Yeah, I got you.
So from here to there is 3 blocks. So that's a quandary right now.
You're only gonna need, what, 2 of them for lift?
Hydrogen engines?
Yeah. 2 of the big ones? No, or more.
They're more powerful than atmospherics. According to the math, I need 6 once she's all done.
Oh yeah, but right now you'll just need probably 2?
3.
3?
Yep, at the moment 3.
Then,
Actually, How much does this weigh? 6,000 kilograms, and atmospheric urge weighs 32,000. But how much does a fuel tank weigh? Where is that? Okay, so I'm saving weight converting it to hydrogen. That's for sure.
I would put it the way where it just connects. Don't have to move anything.
Yeah.
Just because tearing up the floor, you're gonna hate it.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking about just doing a straight disconnector. I'll have to lower the floor, probably where the engines start, have some armor going to protect the sides of it.
Yeah, like a little flange, but yeah.
Yeah.
Besides that, you're not gonna have to do that much.
No.
But at least then it connects in nicely, and then I would also ports on the engine for the back thrusters or some extra side thrusters, but you're already doing that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you see that tube there?
Yeah.
That powers 1, 2, both guns. So there'll be another engine there. I mean, that's how I solved the maneuvering thruster problem.
Yeah, just make sure on that left side you.
Yeah, it's already done on the left side too. I'm just mirroring it. There's gonna be 2 of these.
No, go up where you're gonna put the engine, like right now. No, go back.
Oh, it's gonna be fuel tank first, and then engine below it.
Yeah, but you're saying you're just gonna hook the engine directly to that connector, right?
Yeah.
Well, make sure right across from where there looks like there's a single pipe.
Yeah.
Make sure right there you just include an extra connection.
Okay.
Just like a failsafe.
Oh yeah, like connection between the engines here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was planning on doing that.
Oh, okay.
And I know we hate these looping connectors, but that's just one of those failsafe things.
It's actually fine like that if it's not moving anything. If it's moving, but when it's moving like stuff around, that's when you really hit into issues.
Yeah, because that'll just be hydrogen, because the main thing will be there over here, and there's going to be a store. Each one of these blocks is a cargo thing.
Yeah.
For 30 mil.
Yeah. So that's fine. That's not going to do horrible
I want to get
stuff.
some power and stop streaming. Sit in the timeout chair.
Yeah, I have to come back with the drill again. This is be a lot quicker. I guess I can use one of these. It's right here. These things are all done their jobs.
Yeah. I assume. Oh, rip that thing.
back in the dock. Let's put down a couple more panels. See how it looks. Connected. Engines off.
Where'd Outlet go?
No idea. Did he go anywhere?
Hmm.
Two, three. There we go.
Inventory full.
was an unexpectedly quick demise.
Hmm? What happened?
I was tearing down a panel and
Inventory.
it like immediately fell to the ground.
Ah.
But I thought I had more time to move all its parts.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Yeah,
There he is.
it is done. You want to come see it?
Yeah, let me dock this ice load.
It is very different.
Get you going.
Inventory full.
The production center?
Yeah, the assembly area.
I'm grabbing coffee. Do you want anything?
If you want to grab me a Frappuccino.
Hey, can I get one too?
Hey, thank you.
So there you go. It's all functioning too.
See, so I love Moses functioning. Oh no, I forgot to do that.
What?
Stop burning my fuel.
Energy low.
There's a couple more loops I need to put in, like something to make sure that ingots can go back into storage or don't stay in storage. Will actually come out, but it's fine for right now.
Inventory full.
It's just a long-term thing. But it is a lot smaller now in here.
Now, can I walk from ops into the...
No, I haven't made the walkways yet, but I was about to. But yeah, this is why I wanted to clean it up, is because when you walk from ops, wanted it to be nice. The miner should have kicked back on. There we go. Let it run again.
Energy critical.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna let that do it naturally.
And how high is ops going to be here? 2 blocks high?
3 blocks because of the screens, right?
I would say make it more than 2, because that's how big the bridge is, and ops should look better than my ship's bridge, since it's a, fancy station. That, again, goes to form over function.
Can you go stand? Oh, there we go.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
What was that?
1 steel plate hitting the ground.
More like 1,000.
Hoping I can do this without messing up the floor.
See, we got 5 minutes till maintenance.
After maintenance, I'm hopping off. Starting to fall asleep here.
Energy low.
Well, come look at these railings and see if that's what you were thinking.
Those
Before
are
you
actually
log,
pretty good.
before you log off there, Crowbar.
Crowbar. Fuck off.
Sorry, Crowbar Jr.
Fuck you.
Oof. Jim, these look actually pretty good.
Crowbar Jr. doesn't love him.
I thought you were going to say Crowbar Jr. doesn't like them. He loves them.
No. Yeah, they're okay.
Well, what do you want me to do different before I...
No, they're okay for a blind man.
Energy.
Nah, they're decent. I don't think we could really make them any better. Because I'm thinking of, like, what kind of guardrails we have.
I mean, there's the solid ones.
Nah, but they look ugly.
But see, this way it's like you can still read all the displays.
Yeah.
You put ops above it. I mean, the alternative is we keep them where they are and we put ops at the top level of the... But that whole space back there gives you a chance we can move all the batteries. We can make a big battery room back there.
Well, don't move all the batteries, just make brand new ones.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, the worst part about making batteries is the...
No energy.
Carrying the damn fuel cells, heavy as shit.
Yeah, the power...
Oh, sorry.
Well, but if we grind them down, they're just going to be pure scrap, and then we're not going to get any.
You don't even
back.
get scrap out of them.
Yeah, exactly. So, might as well just leave them there.
Yep.
There's no purpose to
Ugh.
make 'em.
Well, again, it may be easy to switch this stuff around if you come up with a better idea, but this gives you now. How long should scrap sit until it's sucked into the refinery?
Is it in the?
It's in the
Or
base.
is-
There it is. It just disappeared.
I don't even think I added that loop in yet, though.
No, it's part of the. It's part of pulling the ingots.
Oh. Get you. Come look at the way to get over there.
We only have 2 minutes. So how do
There
you
we
get
go.
over? I'm in the assembler area.
Just come over the top. You'll see like a little wall, and then the dining area. On the other
Oh,
side.
cool. You know what you should put in here?
What?
Blast doors.
It's
Or
what
the
I already
gates.
built.
The gate doors. Yeah, there you go.
Well, I have a blast door, so yeah, I'll probably do gates.
Yeah, the
like,
gate door. And then you're doing the ramp up.
Yep.
And then you walk over. That'll be cool.
Walk over and probably glass or something like that on the bottom.
You know where we had glass? Cool Runnings. Over top of the docking areas, it was glass on both sides. It was the floor for the computer rooms.
I remember.
It actually did look pretty cool.
And I'm in a cryopod. Cool.
All right. That is an interesting
I will
morning.
see you gentlemen on the other side.
Take care. Have fun.